It is a lot on the line as we welcome you to the spring playoffs and to the road to MSI. We will now be walking. We open up with what could be one of the best matchups in our playoffs, right with the doozy of G2 versus KC. And this rivalry this year has already been red hot and in G2's favor.
I mean, I'm just so excited for this top four specifically. Like, it feels like that the LEC right now, we have four very strong teams. And as we know, playoffs, anyone can show up. In the age of pandemonium, the question for me is going to be, who will be that demon that shows up today?
Definitely makes things a lot more interesting.
Is it Anivia in the top lane, though?
Okay.
You think it could be Cassio in the top lane?
I think Cassio can flex. We've seen it from Kana himself. He played the Cassio top. Well, it didn't go super well.
Let's look at KC because they're the team that is probably least flexible, right? Like, you're not going to see Talia in the top lane.
Right.
Yike, going in. Labrov thinking about what he can do, and he's going to flash over the wall. Okay.
With the flash gone on the Nautilus, I'm curious if KC trying to look for a bit more afterwards, especially if Hans Sama has gone this low. This could be a potential dive after the Dragon if KC want to.
Dragon needs to take this quick. Smite's going to get it at 1,000. Yike, Vault Breaker over the wall. As you said, Dagda, this is coming.
Yeah, I think the fact that you see that Void Grub announcement means they can go for it.
Clearing the wave, sneezes a little bit, but it's not enough for Hans Sama. Vault Breaker flash. Oh, he tries to predict Hans Sama flashes anyway. Encore comes through, and now with a double stun against the turret, it's looking a bit messy. Flap over the wall to escape as Yike is stuck in a melee range. He'll die too. A couple of minions to help out on a dredge line. KC spent way too long under that structure. Skewon pulls back. Labrov has moved into this rush. It's control warded. As the Phaelite tries to spot out what's going on with G2, there's the Weaver's Wall, dredge line in, turns into a fight, depth charge onto Kalisz. It's 4 versus 3 for now as Mum brings in the 4. Now, yeah, who's stuck in the middle against Skewon, and a double goes to Caps to open up the fight as Kalisz, and a 1v turns to flash away. The Encore goes through everyone, but Busio's left alone. KC bit off the fight, but I don't think they wanted to start it.
And G2 now with control, find Busio.
Busio is face checking. Cap's going to get the stun, wait for the Frostbite to connect the damage after Crystallize gets his flash out. Busio lucky to be alive, and yet we did see that Caps. He's got a smile on his face. It really opened up for G2. Might be game-breaking. Yike gets over the wall, but spot out by G2. He flashes immediately. He's hit by depth charge. A Crystallize in his way, and an audacious charge. Everyone charging down Yike as he regrets queuing blind into his blue.
One of the few Anivias that chooses not to go for Tia. He instead just prioritizes the Rod of Ages to then get an earlier spike as the Ghost's going to be popped from Yahoo.
It is indeed. Glacial Storm still out though, looking for the flick back. Yahoo going to play the 1v1. There's the seismic shove. Perfect, but now into the egg. Does Yahoo have enough damage? Threaded volley part 1. Here comes the second in a second, but at half HP, Arrow gets him from downtown. Kalisz saves the play. Yahoo relied on that man, and that man delivered.
Dragon going to be spawning in a minute's time as the hook connects.
Stolen. Oh, Labrov. He gets a double earlier, and he just autos a red buff down.
Oh, Kalisz.
Kalisz is going to arrow depth charge, though. Kalisz is by himself, relying on Busio over the wall. The flash, the auto Kalisz will get out of dodge, but hit with an audacious charge. A new dredge line. Labrov's going to hit it all while Skewon hits down the French AD carry. Flapping over the wall, it's Hans Sama for the kill and responds. And Labrov on engaged champions is giving me some nice deja vu. KC going to move away from Skewon, sending out the wind becomes lightning, audacious charge to get the engage. Labrov at an angle here. Kana free fish, but I don't know. He finds Busio instead, and the dive begins. G2 in, now G2 out. Kana runs back in as well. He has to snap back as Labrov gets the auto attack. He will die for the first death of his game, but Wind becomes lightning with a 3-talon strike, and Skewon returns to the scene of the crime.
G2 are a team that do not let you do that, so for KC, they have to be very careful.
Busio wanted this. He encores only one, but there's a Cassio appear behind him. I don't know what they're trying to fish, but I would throw that fishing rod away. A double kill over to Broken Blade, and it keeps getting worse for KC. Baron is now up and a thought as G2 hover the area.
Yeah, I mean, the bot lane is obliterated, and that's an easy Baron secure for G2. They're going to start this one up with Cassio. You can absolutely melt this objective. Like, you go back to old iterations of G2. Oh, Labrov.
He is by himself. Yeah, he's going to flick him, but he gets the dredge line out. Broken Blade's coming as well. And G2 do have backup. He turns it into an engage. Yahoo doesn't flash. He does get out to Yahoo's credit of not pressing the button.
Yeah, G2 now going to start to siege up. KC hoping to hold on here. They do have multiple members of the top side looking to see if Caps is going to step up solo. Does Yike cancel the recess?
Try to build a Nivy, love to see it. Waiting for the Flash Frost, gets the stun. Kana in trouble. Good damage already. Next Frostbite puts him to half HP with the Glacial Storm. And the dodge away from the Tempest. Gets flashed on by Yike though. Caps is going to go into the egg form, but Yike can't finish the off. TP's going to come in for backup. And Broken Blade is slithering hella damn fast. Kana needs to ulti over the wall to escape, but Skewmon is going to follow the trail. This Yone has TP. He's got to use it fast, but even will he survive with Miasma over the Rhine? No, he's dead. Skewmon finds him. Meanwhile, Mum called in mid lane. Yeah, who's going to wall out? Because another TP from G2 looks to catch KC out.
At this newfound level, on all these carry picks, and it's making a lot for G2.
LeBron does go into his death though, so nice little bait here, but Kalist without a flash, can it be punished? 4 versus 5, the setup from Kana. Fate sealed onto 2, KC now strike. Yike gets in for the double, and G2, you'd think, are they losing this fight? Yes, surely they are. The kite back as Hansama tries to get the burn down, but Skewmon's going to run out of the ulti. Get Yike in the end, but KC defend. Hans is thinking about what angle he can take as he sneezes over the wall, but that one ain't wet enough. Shutdown going over to the mid laner, and KC managed to defend. A 3-item Talia, I mean, again, might think on Talia, but seismic shove. Look at the damage. Yike gets over the wall. Broken Blade's caught. And the arrow. He's going to go golden, but Broken Blade is dead meat. Snake is on the menu for dinner. And KC have an opportunity to think about Baron.
Another big pick for KC as now they can threaten the Baron. Keep Miles on the minimap. Look at Yike. Look at his flank. There's no jungler on the Baron, G2.
Oh, Yike. The angle, the GA, the play. Hansama going to poke his way in. At 11k, it's going down quick. The Weaver's Wall, the engage. He found Caps, now he's found Hansama, the encore. The fate sealed, everything for the tiny dragon as Kana gets the shutdown. Skewmon's already ulted. He has no way out as the death clutch is going to come in clutch again from Yehu. He might die to Caps in the end, but as Caps goes into his egg, KC not only back in this game, they're in the driver's seat now.
KC looked like they were on the brink, but just like that, they find the fight, they find G2, and the Baron is theirs.
KC now in the pit. Yike has the aggro.
Ball breaker. Oh, blocked. Lebrov got blocked. He's going to be slowed down, stunned up as Mum gets called. Broken Blade also caved off on the back of this pit. Kana looking for an entry, looking for a snake. Yike jumps in, Skewmon, audacious charge. Dredge line as well, double root down, Yike in trouble. Looking for that smolder execution, and he will find it. Kana waiting for his moment to get over the wall as Dragon now the thought, G2 get it. They've got Ocean Soul. Encore gets 3 though. Maybe winning fight in the front to back is Kalist. Here we go, the gliding. Walled off once again as Kana gets out over the wall. Hansama meanwhile is looking for that Yone top, but KC have to lose the fight because Dragon was given over to the soul of G2.
The miasma and that wall that we were talking about, that combo to keep people away from the follow-up.
Kana found Glacial Storm in his way. Mum gets called in as well. Kana gets hit from range, and oh! Kana flashes into it, but Lebrov hit the slam dunk.
My goodness, Lebrov. KC, they're likely not going to lose much off the back of it.
Yeah, Kana tries to flash away, but Lebrov,
oh, baby.
Beautiful predict on the flash. He knows that there's not really much of a threat on towards this top half of the map right now. We'll just continue to push in as Skewmon fishing for him.
Might be dead. Weaver's Wall is up and available, going to be used here, but interrupted. Gets 3 Talon Strike knocked up. Yeah, who isn't going anyway, and Skewmon's going to take him alive. No, that's a joke. He's dead for sure. Flushes away, but Cavalry's coming in. It's Caps, it's Lebrov. Who do you want to die to? It's going to be Caps to claim the kill.
So another pick. This one still not that devastating. Ooh,
okay.
Sonya's going to be popped. They might just rush it down.
I mean, it's gone. I feel like it's gone. Look at where Skewmon is on the map right now. There's no Hex Gate, so this is done. KC, great peace of mind, awareness, and all-round decision-making nets a sneaky Baron.
And observe, if you can show us what KC can see right now, it's not a lot.
It's not indeed. Dredge line in, starts it off. Kana getting low, a depth charge onto Yike, gets to separate, but Lebrov about to die to an auto 2 Kalist. Crystallite slows the play, but the arrow does not. Finds Cap snapping with the cease and desist in as well. An encore onto 4, and a fate sealed. Kana will find them all, but the Dragon patience, the stacks from Hansama burning down with the petrifying gaze as Broken Blade kite set out. Meanwhile, the egg respawning. No, that ain't an egg. That's a man with a spear. But he too will drop as KC have won yet another fight. 2 members left, slithering away. One flapping as hard as he can as Yike looks for the chase. But KC have Baron and they're on a mission.
They find a pick onto Lebrov. They convert convert that into a pick onto Caps, and then they just run G2 down with an objective that KC should have had no business approaching. It depends. Oh, look at the positioning. Look at Yike.
Angle's good. I'm waiting for it. Weaver's War going to start it off. The arrow into Caps again. He gets cleansed. He has the egg, but he doesn't have flash. Remember that. All in is Kana. Fate sealed. Caps goes golden. No mum is called as Yike goes in. He immediately flashes out. Kana also out as well. This is not good. This is not good for KC. Yike about to get Dragon stack. Han Summer dodges away from the flick as KC's health bars are low. The Sneeze going to get the sneeze, or rather the slow onto Yike. He gets out, but KC burned a lot.
Not really in position. Caps is trying to clear it in the midway.
It's going down fast as well. Broken Blade's going to see it first. Looks for the walk up. Still won't find it, but now that he's walked into maybe certain death, it could be his life that's under threat. LeBron's going to dodge away from the arrow, rather get hit by it, but slowed on down. Kaliz flashes in. LeBron up first. Next is Broken Blade. They ran in, as you said, Betty. They didn't have much either on the side of G2, and they decided to wing it.
What was the game plan there from Broken Blade? He walks into melee range of KC all at the Baron. He had very few options on the side of G2 to help provide him. LeBron ends up dying to help keep him alive, and now with the Baron buff, KC can look to end the game.
This should be it. KC with a huge comeback in game number 1 against G2, and they're on to the Nexus.
Looking for their 4th game of the year so far. Han Summer gets knocked on. There's a bit of burn, but mum isn't enough to save the little dragon's life as Skumon looks for at least a kill to slow down the play. Caps doing the same thing, but one Nexus turret and the immediate future now a second. KC going to lose Kalist as well as the GA gets popped, but a bare Nexus is there. Yeah, who will poke down, and KC will revive their game 1.
A fantastic bounce back from KC. They were so good at punishing the mistakes of G2. Mistake after mistake. KC was poised, primed, and ready, and what a turnaround from KC.